Captain Ibrahim Traore, president of Burkina Faso, has rejected Trump's personal invitation to attend his inauguration, citing domestic commitments and the war on terrorism sponsored by foreign countries in his home nation, which he is actively involved in. I've come across this news in several platforms. The mainstream media don't report what is going on in Burkina Faso and all the things Ibrahim Traore is doing in his country. They don't report it. So I've been checking to see how valid this particular news is, and I've not come to a concrete conclusion. But if this particular news is true, this is awesome. So I'm going to play this video for you, for us to watch, and then I'll come back and give my personal opinion on why I believe this particular news, this thing he did, if he really did it, why it is awesome. I'll tell you the reason why. But let's watch the video and I'll see you at the end.
Today's story has been shaking up the political world in a way you wouldn't expect. It involves a bold move from Burkina Faso's president, Captain Ibrahim Traore, and an unexpected snub to none other than the US President-elect Donald Trump. You heard that right. The heat is on, and here's why Captain Ibrahim Traore just rejected an invitation to attend Trump's inauguration this coming Monday, January 20th, 2025. Now, you might be wondering, why would Captain Ibrahim Traore, the 36-year-old leader who took power in Burkina Faso in 2022, refuse such a high-profile invitation from one of the world's most controversial figures? Well, let's break it down. First off, Traoré's leadership has been anything but ordinary. He came into power following a military coup, promising reforms and a return to stability for his war-torn country, which has been struggling with insurgent attacks in the Sahel region. So, it's no surprise that his international diplomacy is more focused on his country's security and economic needs than symbolic gestures. Now, let's talk about the big news. Captain Traoré turned down an invitation from Trump to attend his inauguration as the 47th President of the United States, scheduled for January 20th, 2025. And this wasn't just any diplomatic invitation. It was a personal invitation from Trump, extended in the spirit of reinforcing ties between the US and African nations. But Traoré's rejection is making headlines.
Why?
Well, here's the kicker. He cites more pressing matters at home, specifically focusing on combating insurgency and securing Burkina Faso's borders. He's making it clear that his priorities lie at home. Now, some of you might be wondering, why is this such a big deal? Sure, international diplomacy is complex, but this is far from just another rejection of a state invitation. Captain Traoré's move shows that he's willing to stand his ground and prioritize his nation's sovereignty over international photo ops. And given the ongoing instability in the region, this rejection could signal a deeper message. He's not playing the political game for show. He's focusing on what truly matters. Now, here's where it gets interesting. January 7th, 2025, was a day of pomp and ceremony, celebrating the democratic transition of power in Ghana. President John Mahama was inaugurated amidst a sea of dignitaries from around Africa. But one visitor stood out, and that is Captain Ibrahim Traore.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Yes. Good. Thank you.
Captain Traoré arrived not just with his charisma but with a holstered pistol, sparking a mixture of awe, concern, and debate about diplomatic protocols. This move was seen by some as a breach of security, while others viewed it as a statement of resilience from a leader combating insurgency back home. The attendance of Ghana inauguration by Captain Ibrahim Traore might have forced Trump to also try his luck. However, there's more to the story. By rejecting Trump's invitation, Traoré is also sending a message to the US and the West. He's showing that his leadership isn't swayed by foreign influence. This rejection could have long-term diplomatic consequences, especially as the US looks to increase its involvement in African security and development. Is this a sign of growing tensions between African leaders and the West? Will Burkina Faso double down on its independent foreign policy, or will they shift their stance in the future?
So once again, I've tried verifying this particular news to know how valid it is, but I've not seen anything. So I'm saying, all I'm about to say now is, if this thing is true, now, if this particular news is true, just the way it is, what it means is that Ibrahim Traore has a mind of his own. He is not interested in ceremonial appearances for validation or anything. He is more concerned about what is going on in his country and how to work in changing it. That is his own importance. This is to show that Ibrahim Traore cannot be swayed. Do you know how important it is for Ibrahim Traore to appear on President Trump's inauguration, being invited, personally invited? This is awesome, but he turned it down. Why? Because he has more important issues to attend to in his country. This is what our leaders, I know a lot of leaders that would have jumped on this thing, even when they are not even invited. Even when they are not even invited. Maybe in a fake news, just fly, say, it's also president. I know one president now, no one call his name. He will jump on it. But this is to show that Ibrahim Traore has a mind of his own. His people are his concern. His people are his concern. He is a sovereign leader. And not to say, I don't know, I don't want to say what it is not. We've had experiences where leaders like this are brought down through playing, poisons and a whole lot of things. I'm not saying that if this news is true, I'm not saying that is what they want to do to him. I'm just saying Ibrahim Traore is just being cautious because this is a man that has given up his life for his people. So you can't expect him to be everywhere. You can't expect him to be everywhere. People are saying he should have sent representatives. What if those representatives he sent, they go there and they start, to lobby them. They come back and betray him. Do you understand? So Ibrahim Traore is firm. Burkina Faso, you guys don't know what the Lord has done for you. And Africa, we don't know what God has done for us by giving us Ibrahim Traore. I'm happy. Sincerely, I'm happy. I'm happy that a president like Ibrahim Traore is born in Africa and changing the narratives of puppetry, of dependency. This dependency mentality that our leaders have, that they don't want to build anything for themselves. They depend. When they give you aid, do you think the aid they are giving you is to help you? Like one woman said, I'm going to come back with a video of one giant African lady, mother of Africa. She made a video, and she said something very crucial in that video. She said the aids they give you are leftovers. These are leftovers. Leftovers, crumbs of the main food. That is what they give to you, and you think they are doing you good. You cannot live you cannot be a president and you're dependent on people to survive when you have all it takes to be what you need to be to build the economy. No. I love Ibrahim Traore. A lot of people say, why do you talk a lot about Ibrahim Traore? And I tell them, I love leaders like this. I love leaders like this. And these are the people that we ought to appreciate. We preach Jesus everywhere we go. In the bus, you see people standing up, preaching about Jesus. This is what we should be doing even to Ibrahim Traore. Because for me, he is the Jesus I know. He has given up his life. This man can die anytime because of the enormous attacks on his life. He has given up his life to serve. And that is exactly what you guys said Jesus did. This is me now seeing my own Jesus physical. And you say I shouldn't preach about him. I will preach about him. I will preach about Ibrahim Traore. I will preach about the president of Mali. I will preach about the president of Chad. I will preach about Thomas Sankara. I will preach about these leaders that want change in our country, in our continent, Africa. I will preach about them because you guys don't let us hear word about your Allah, Jesus, and all of this. So you now want me to keep quiet about a leader that wants to transform my life, my future, to make life easy for my people? No, I will talk and I will preach it. You understand? Much love to Ibrahim Traore. Sir, I love you so much. You are always in my prayers and in my mind. God will continue to protect you. All the good things you have in mind that you are currently doing, you the strength and the wisdom to attain them and to achieve them is granted. Continue in this good deed. Africa is blessed. Burkina Faso is blessed. Nigeria is blessed. Ghana is blessed. Cameroon is blessed. South Africa is blessed. Mali is blessed. Chad is blessed. Cameroon is blessed. Niger is blessed. You all are blessed. African countries, we are blessed. Angola, Kenya. Please mention your country in the comment section and say a prayer so that the good leadership of Burkina Faso, of Ibrahim Traore, will extend to your country. And let's work it out. Let's work it out. It is not by praying, it is by doing the work we can achieve it. When we have leaders like Ibrahim Traore in offices, we will achieve it. My name is Basi. This is AfriTape. See you in the next video. Peace.